I'm a teenager and I feel I can change. What's your advice? You know, if you think about it, teenagers in school are the same age as soldiers in the army. A little bit older. Teenagers. And if you see what soldiers do and how soldiers train, you will see that the number one thing that is told to soldiers is the mindset. Soldiers, a mission, they're running to it. They're doing it. There's no such thing as I can't. The mindset is a very, very powerful area in our heads. And the moment you set yourself in a certain mindset, it's very hard to get yourself out of it. The moment someone says, I can, they will. And the moment someone says, I can't, then the mind is wired, I can't. And it's almost like halemus that they put into their head, I can't, when really there's something really easy that you can do. There's an example given. There was once someone that went to the supermarket and he sees someone, holding 2 eggs and he's holding them tight and he's watching and this chavra man is holding the eggs and then he's turning blue and he's turning red and he takes the eggs and he smashes it on the floor and he says, I don't want everything to do with you. Well, what happened? Well, what are you getting so upset about? He says, you understand, these eggs, I was thinking of bringing them to my hen, a kasha for myself, in my backyard. And then they're going to give birth to more chickens. And then I'm going to have even more chickens because they're going to give more eggs and more chickens. And I was thinking, if I have 50 chickens in my backyard, you know how much noise that's going to be? And you know how much dirt that's going to accumulate because of these chickens? Then I realized, my wife is going to go nuts, and my children, and the amount of time that I'm going to have to clean after them, and the noise they're going to make, forget it, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I took the eggs and I smashed them, and I said, I don't want to have anything to do with you. We often get frustrated from little details in life. I wasn't able to do something, I wasn't successful, and then we build castles. You see, I wasn't able to do that, and that means I can't do this, and that means I can't do this, and that means I can't, and that means I'm not successful, and that means I'm a failure. Where did you get the castle from? You're 14 years old. You're 15. You're 16. You built a castle that you're a failure just because you did X, Y, Z wrong from a little. How did you get there? That's like the egg story. Think of the egg story anytime you say I can't. Just because a little thing happened now, relax. Don't build 50 chickens from the little thing you did. You could do it. Think about the soldiers. The power of our mindset, in Lashon HaKodesh we say, Ein davar omed b'fnei haratzon. And this is how it works. This is how people work. The power of your mindset is going to dictate the outcome. When you walk in and say, I can't, it'll be I can't. But you walk in and say, why should I not be able to do it? The soldier in Eretz Yisrael is going, and he's going through Mesiras Nefesh, he's going through who knows what kind of circumstance. And what, am I less? Are you less? Am I less? Why are we less? Start off with I can. And talk it over with someone, why that little frustration that's turning you off is actually a small speck of frustration. And then you'll pop the egg. And when you pop the egg, you realize there's a whole world around you. We need to pop the eggs. All those eggs of I can are eggs. Pop them. Be like this person in the store, take them and smash them on the floor. And say, I can. The little egg is I can't. Take it, smash it, and say, who told you I can't? I can, and I will. And watch yourself the next day say, I can. It's as simple. It's not so simple, but it's as easy or straightforward as that. Smash that egg. Do it with a zest. Like take it and smash it and say, no, I could. And show your friends you could. And the next day do something small that can give you the feeling of I could. And start building the I could muscle. And don't let that I can't muscle come back at you. That's what Chassidus teaches us.